With 11 games left, the Rapids are in the thick of the Western Conference playoff race. But tonight, Chivas USA comes to town, tied with the Rapids in the West. It'll be a battle for points. Can Connor Casey help lift the Rapids to victory? It's the Rapids and Chivas USA next on Altitude. On a gorgeous night that is picture perfect for an evening of soccer, just north of Denver in Dick's Sporting Goods Park, the Rapids have a big showdown in the West. With Chivas USA here, there's playoff positioning at stake in this match. And good evening, along with the birthday boy, Marcelo Balboa.
There you go.
I'm Mike Caves, and you look great for 25.
I appreciate it, man.
Well, this match is important, because when you look at the standings, Marcelo, there are both teams with 27 points.
They really are. I mean, this is an opportunity for Colorado to really take 3 points, take that step. You got to remember, Chivas has played 2 less games than Colorado, so this is huge. 6 points, conference game. You have to be able to win the home games, and this is going to be important for Colorado. They need those 3 points to get to 30. Let's take a look. This is their upcoming schedule. I mean, you're looking at Chicago, then Toronto at home, Toronto away. I mean, to me, it's important because look at those last 4 games. At Kansas City, home New England, at Dallas, and at Real Salt Lake. So for me right now, this is huge. Last week was disappointing. They were hoping to get 3 points. Today is a must 3 points for Colorado.
And for the coaches for the respective teams, they want their best players to be at their best. And if you're the Rapids, you're talking about Connor Casey.
And you get him back. You know, that's the beauty part. You got your big striker back, 8 goals, 1 assist. But this is something they've been missing, the big target player that can hold the ball up, that can get up behind the defense. But the most important thing, he can get his midfield involved. And I think that's the important thing about getting Connor Casey back. Just looking at this is him. He's got a slight growing pull last week, couldn't play. Now you're talking about a guy who's healthy and get called up for the U.S. national team. And this is a guy really been injured for the last 2 years with a sports hernia. Finally 100%, still not on track. 2 goals in 12 games, way off the pace. But this is a guy that needs to start scoring goals for Chivas.
So the Rapids and Chivas USA, both with 27 points, playoff positioning at stake. Hey, a game like this brings out all the big stars. Chauncey Billups of the Nuggets is here to see this match, and it's coming up next.
I will break the home run record because I've worked hard for it.
I will lead my team and win the World Cup. Together, we can do anything.
I will win the championship. Winning is my motivation.
The gold medal is mine. The desire is in my blood.
Go ahead. Cut corners.
Forget team.
For me, there is no easy way out.
I'll win with my heart.
Heart.
My heart.
Our heart.
Building sportsmanship and dreams for 60 years. Every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Because of the recent hailstorm, the Medved Autoplex Wheatridge is having a giant hail sale. We need to sell these slightly damaged vehicles at a huge savings to you. Rows and rows of new Chevrolets, Cadillacs, Suzukis, and Hummers. Even pre-owned and credit union repossessions must be eliminated at never-before-seen discounts. Some are virtually unblemished but must be sold immediately. The hail sale, now at Medved on the I-25 corridor depart the 181 ramp, Castle Rock, or on I-70 in Wheatridge. Exit Kipling, exit Ward, but exit the giant Medved Autoplex.
To the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, the USO is home. The USO depends on the generosity of the American people, people just like you. To find out how you can help, visit us at uso.org. The USO, until everyone comes home.
The Colorado Rapids on Altitude is brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods, a proud partner of the Colorado Rapids. Remember, every season starts at Dick's. Chivas USA here for the first time this season at Dick's Sporting Goods Park to take on the Rapids. They met in the opener for both clubs, and that was a win for Chivas USA. Since then, things have changed as we take a look at the starting lineup, brought to you by Radisson.
Coming down to 4-4-2. Kimura in for Ugo Ihemelu. Key tonight, you're looking at Clark, Smith right there, number 20, and the big man back up top, Connor Casey. Let's go right into Chivas USA. They're going to come out to 4-4-2, a team that's been struggling to go forward. Sasha Victorine coming out number 18 on the left-hand side. Sasha Klushton, number 16. And Galindo, the guy that needs to start scoring goals for Chivas USA.
All right, let's check in with Peter Rutgeser. Peter?
Much, Mike. As we mentioned in our pregame show, former West Ham and Arsenal defender Nigel Winterburn was here as a guest coach this past week. The question that I posed to him was to assess the talent on this Rapids team.
Well, I think they've got huge potential. Gary's been working with them since he's come in as manager very, very hard. You can understand what he's trying to achieve. He wants them to play a passing game, but be dynamic, penetrating, but be ruthless defensively as well. He's trying to put all that together.
And Gary Smith said it was great to have another voice in training this past week. Mike, back up to you.
Thank you very much, Peter. Well, a bit windy here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park, but another nice, coolish evening, and right now, no sense of the rain coming, which has been a threat through much of the season. Looks like it's pretty good weather for a little soccer match, which means a lot to both these clubs.
It really does. This is an opportunity. Both teams at 27 points, and you're looking at Chivas hasn't played in almost 3 weeks. Colorado's coming off a loss against defending MLS Cup champions, the Columbus Crew. So it's a good setup. Chivas is a team who needs to start scoring goals. Tonight they're going to try. Colorado's the same thing. They got to find a way to get Connor Casey and Omar Cummings back on the same page and to see if they can score goals. And to me, the debut of someone like Jamie Smith starting out today should be fantastic.
And these two teams have not played each other very much, with Chivas USA having not been in the MLS for very long, but they did play each in their opener this season. That took place in Southern California, and that was a 2-1 win for Chivas USA, with Omar Cummings getting the only goal in that match for the Rapids. And speaking of Cummings, we are underway, and there he goes. Just outside the box, plays it back out for Pablo. Yes, he did it! Wow, what a goal for Pablo Bastani! And the Rapids, in the first minute of play, Cummings sends it back, and Pablo belts one into the back of the net.
But we talked about Pablo having to score goals and shoot. He rips the shot from 35 yards, puts it in the upper corner on Parker. But this is all Omar Cummings. Look at the ball, great first touch, sets up the power shot. Look at that ball fading away. That's a great shot, and that's the first goal Pablo scored since April 23 of 2005.
And you look at the goalkeeper in this situation, and Lance Parker, we'll talk about that story in a moment, how he's got to just jump in. The first ball he sees is a rocket from Pablo.
You know, welcome to Major League Soccer. I guess that's the way you look at it, you know. He dives with both hands, which is a mistake. Needs to go with his upper hand. I'm not a goalkeeper, but I've taken a few goalkeeping classes. Left hand, he can reach higher. He dives with both. Pablo, you can see the ball bending away with the wind. Fantastic goal in the first minute of the game.
Zach Thornton had played every single minute as the goalkeeper for Chivas USA. Hurt himself at the All-Star game. Had been having a great year. His 13th season in the league. And then in comes Lance Parker. Well, that's a tough way to start things. But for the Rapids, that's a great way to begin the match.
Better than last week. Already started offensive-minded. And you got to look at it. This is what they want. This is Colorado win scoring first, 7-2-2. But, you know, this is what we talked about last week. Omar Cummings been successful where? Down the right side of the field. The first thing they do, they find him into the corner. They turn him around. He plays it back into an open Pablo. That's what you want. Bad week last week. Much better start this week for Colorado.
You saw just a moment ago that record, 7-2-2, when the Rapids score the first. Well, the first match this season against Chivas USA, Rapids scored the first goal. Lost it 2-1. That broke a 19-game unbeaten streak when they had scored the first goal, and it came against this team, Chivas USA. So no guarantee, certainly, when you get that first goal. But you're also playing a team, Marcelo, that has not, coming into this match, scored a goal in 231 league minutes.
Yeah, this is a team that's also has not played in 2.5 weeks, so getting back into it. You could see a mistake. Everybody closed off. A big gap for Pablo to rip a shot from 35, 40 yards. You know, it's going to take a little time. You know, you're getting that adrenaline going because you haven't played in a while. You're excited to play. So it's going to take them a little time. Great job by Colorado taking advantage of Chivas just coming in. First minute, bang, goal. Now Chivas has to chase the game.
And here's your nationwide scoring summary in that first minute. Cummings picks up yet another assist on Pablo's goal. Casey, and yes, that's another goal. Connor Casey makes it 2-0. That one comes in the 4th minute. And Lance Parker has seen 2 shots come to him in his debut this season, and both have gone in, and the Rapids lead this one 2-0.
Wow, this is a delicate touch. You talked about fine. Look at that put in the back. He sees Parker off his line. Great little flick on. Bad defending by Chivas. Look at this ball. He sees the goalkeeper. You know, I'd love to say bad positioning, but you can't. He's inside the 6. He's backing up Connor Casey. Look how delicate he puts that ball right off the top. 4th minute of the game, scores his 9th goal. You know, you talked about a bad game last week, a lot of possession, not that many great shots. Right now, Colorado's taking it to him, and you know what? Right now they're taking advantage of a goalkeeper who has not played many games in Major League Soccer.
And so the Rapids lead this one 2-0. Connor Casey, who missed last week, in the previous week during training, had pulled a muscle in the hamstring and in the groin area and wasn't real comfortable. Didn't feel like he could play last week. Did not. And learned during the course of this week, got another call-up. He's going to play for the U.S. national team again.
But now you can see why.
Yeah.
He can get in behind. He's a big target player. I think Bob Bradley watched the All-Star game and saw how well Connor Casey played against Everton.
There's another chance for Casey. He's back behind the defenders, but going wide to Cummings. He was practically tackled as he got that shot off.
Well, Colorado's doing a good job of exploiting the back line right now. They're pushing high. They're getting in behind. Connor Casey's found the gap. I mean, you're just looking at mine was a little off there. Shavar Thomas was a little off early on the outside. Yazzie got caught up along with Bornstein. This is a team right now, but you got to remember, look at all the injuries Chivas has. Colorado's taking advantage of them. They came out with energy. They came out with a little more desire to go forward. You could see last week, the first minutes, the ball was moving from the left back to the middle to the right back. It was slowly moving. Now they're penetrating balls. They're getting in over the top. 4 minutes, 2 goals.
Rapids were offside on that last play, and really jumping up, trying to get something happening. So a goal in the first minute, and then the second goal in our nationwide scoring summary. Cummings with his 2nd assist on Casey's goal. 4th minute of play. 2 goals in the first 4 minutes. What a start for the Colorado Rapids. Into the box, headed up by Gibbs, and the goalkeeper Matt Pickens will snatch that one away.
What a way to start your MLS career. First start, first ever game, first shot, goal. Second shot, goal. That'll get the nerves out real quick.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's a rough start.
And you know, you're also, if you're the coach, you're saying, all right, we've got a young goalkeeper in here, and I've got a team now that hasn't scored in a long time, so really put yourself in a tough position. And that coach also aware of all the injuries that are happening, and for Coach Gary Smith and the Rapids, here's your Health One injury reports.
Really one out where we saw with Julian Baudet, forearm broken. But I will say this, on Thursday we saw him jogging in practice already, so that's fantastic. And look at Chivas. I mean, you've got a lot. Ante Razov, you got Claudio Suarez, you got Zach Thornton. You've got a lot of players for Chivas USA who have just been out. You're missing Kerry Talley because of suspension. Right. I mean, you really are missing quite a few players that are big parts of this team.
Well, we talked about Zach Thornton, the goalkeeper, had played every minute. Kerry Talley had played every single minute as well.
Nagamura is the guy that scored 2 goals, center of the midfield. So this is a team that really is depleted. And you know what? And well, so Colorado's got to take advantage of that, and they do it. They came out, they put it in the back of the net quick and early. Now it's about possession. Don't slow down the pace. Keep pushing the ball forward. You know what? If you can put the game out of reach before the first half's over, do it.
Now it's back for Casey. Bumped and hit hard by Jonathan Bornstein. Casey goes down, play continues on. And Bornstein will swing it across the field. It goes out of bounds. And Colin Clark stride past the ball. And here's that hit a minute ago.
A little shoulder to shoulder. Another national team partner who got called off from Mexico, Jonathan Bornstein. No foul. Shoulder to shoulder, got to hold your ground.
The Rapids up 2-0. First half of play. In fact, really the 9th minute. As Nick LaBroca going for the ball and deliberately headed out by Shavar Thomas. And the Rapids will have another throw in. In for Clark, and then the cross. But an offside play. There's a couple of offsides on the Rapids, and early on, Marcel, they realized they could get deep, get back behind the defenders, keep pushing the play.
You got a lot of young bodies back there. You're looking at Jonathan Bornstein, number 13, who usually plays left back or left midfield. He's playing as a center back. Valder Suarez is out. You're looking at a lot of different movements. Sasha Victorine, likes to play on the right, so now he's playing on the left. Nagamura's in for Saragosa's in for Nagamura. You're just missing key elements. Sasha Kleshtin really hasn't been having a good year this year. No goals, 1 assist. Productivity's way down on his part. These are big keys to the game for Chivas. So it's a matter of getting, 1, the guys back from suspension, 2, building a little confidence. You need a goal, and it doesn't matter if it goes off your heel, the back of your head. Chivas needs to build some confidence, and that's putting the ball in the back of the net.
There's a play by Kimura. The Rapids freed up the ball momentarily, then sent right up the middle by Chivas. And going wide to the sideline, punched towards the 18. Gibbs is there for Colorado to send it out of bounds. And throw in on the far side for Chivas. A quick throw in. And Chivas USA in possession. Thomas, number 4. Chivas lose the ball. Colin Clark had it stripped away before he got to midfield. Livingston with the cross and blocked by the Rapids and sent past the line. That will be a corner kick coming for Chivas after Balguda knocked it away. And Mayan will have the honors on this corner kick. And the Rapids already up 2-0, 12th minute of play. Headed by Balguda. Back to its midfield, and then tap back into the middle for Bornstein. Jazzy couldn't get to the ball, tries to tackle, and stepping around and working his way up the near sideline. The pass towards Cummings. Knocked out of bounds. And the throw in by Jamie Smith, who we saw last week making his debut. And your thoughts on Jamie Smith in the limited amount of time that we saw him play?
He's playing on the left-hand side. I had an opportunity to talk to him this week. And really, he's just, let's take a look. There's Omar Cummings. Talked about quick touch. Look how quick his feet is. Boom, he gets in between. Gets taken down by Yazik. So, but I talked to him a little bit, and he says he's a lot more comfortable on the right-hand side. He can play both sides, hit it with his left. But this is a guy who said he likes to isolate himself out on the right-hand side, one-on-one, go at players, and get in behind and get some crosses off.
Victorine will throw in for Chivas. An aggressive play along the sidelines. The ball goes out of bounds. But there was a foul called on the Rapids, so restart coming just to inside the out of bounds line, and coming over to handle that. It's Mayan again. He took the corner kick on the other side of the field. And into the box and headed away by Popolo, who scored the first goal of this match. Thomas couldn't get into the box. Smith's got it for Rapids. Couldn't step around. Chance. And chased down and just near the line. Galindo being marked. Desert gets the ball back. Marked by Smith. Foul on the Rapids, and Zaragoza, number 55 for Chivas. Now he'll walk away. Set high, very high there. And a high bounce down the sideline. Obroka hoping the ball bounced his way. Leshin sent it ahead. Victorine's got it for Chivas. And Clark able to get a foot on it. Harvey for Colorado to the far sideline. Follow up the middle, Cummings. Clark. And his cross for Casey. It was going wide.
I like it. Nice and smooth. The transition. Pablo did a great job splitting the middle. All of a sudden, he's able to play a ball out to Clark. Clark gets a good cross off. Connor Casey didn't get enough. It looked like he was maybe trying to bring it down with his chest. But this is better. Balls that are going from the field north to south. From their back to the front. Diagonal balls that are getting players in behind their back four.
Another cross to the box intended for Casey. Stop. Clark. Cummings. Well, help from Bornstein helping out the goalkeeper, Lance Parker.
I like it. Good ball in. Look at that. He tries a chest instead of heading it. Tries to pop it off his chest. Another good look. Look at this ball go to the far post. He's trying to bring it down a little bit. Just a little too much off his chest.
Corner kick for the Rapids there first. Smith. And Valguda had gone up for it, but it goes way wide. Scott Valguda going back into position for Colorado. His team up 2-0. There is Lance Parker.
Right, and that's something we didn't see last week. How many times did we talk about we needed to see Jordan Harvey push up the field, get involved in the attack? That was really the first time in 2 games that we've seen him push up. And this is something Colorado needs to do, especially when you've got guys like Terry Cook, who used to play here, now Jamie Smith. Colin Clark pushes up high into the field. That leaves a lot of room behind, 20, 30 yards, where Harvey can step in, receive a ball, and get an early cross-off like he did a minute ago.
Chivas USA down 2-0, first half of play with possession right into the middle. And down the far sideline, Galindo trying to get to it, and his cross was slowed up. That allows the goalkeeper, Matt Pickens, for Colorado to get to it.
Well, that's Chivas' outlet. You're going to see Colorado's outlet is Omar Cummings with pace. Miguel Galindo is the guy. He's the one that's got that pace. He's the one that can get in behind the defense. And you can see him making diagonal runs. That time he opened himself out to the right side. Great run to the outside. Wasn't able to get that cross off cleanly. but he's similar to what Colorado likes to do with Omar Cummings. Galindo likes to push himself wide, create the space, and with the space get in between both defenders.
Victorine gives it back, pushed right up the middle. Livingston had his pass taken away by the Rapids, and Cummings was hoping to send Casey ahead. And Lance Parker, the first two shots that he faced, went in, but both were really good shots. Pablo's was just a rocket, and a perfectly placed ball by Connor Casey. And it's 2-zip. Well, Cummings has had a good first half with 2 assists last week. He had some chances.
Realistically, he was the best player on the field. He was dangerous. He getting behind people. Great header. He was the dangerous threat. Just couldn't find the back of the net. Today, you can already see it. Already has 2 assists, setting up the 2 goals from Pablo, then to Connor Casey. We talked about it in the pregame, trying to get Connor Casey and Omar Cummings back on the same page. Well, tonight, you know what? It's a great start.
Ornstein for Chivas USA. Livingston. And that chance by Fleshin goes up high and a bit wide as well. So in the 20th minute, you got your first 2 goals in the first 4 minutes of play. As you said, Marcelo, there's no sense really just sitting back at all or keep going with that pace. Put this game out of reach.
You know, you got to play the same way you've been playing. Push the ball forward. No need to slow it down. You keep pushing it. You're going to get in behind. This is a team that hasn't played together too much in the back. This group, new goalkeeper who has never played in Major League Soccer. 2 shots, 2 goals. That means you got to keep shooting. And when you shoot, make sure you're following up with a rebound.
Casey trying to move it back for Cummings. Play towards midfield. Victorine in the duel with Pablo. Zaragoza has the ball wedged away from him by LaBroca of Colorado. Camora down the sideline. Off the chest of LaBroca. Jamie Smith. Good ball movement by the Rapids. Casey had it blocked. And the ricochet off of Jazic and out of bounds. The Rapids really moving the ball around.
They're doing better. You can see a little bit of confidence this week from last week. You see Connor Casey, you get your big gun back into the lineup along with Omar Cummings. You're getting the ball wide. You're seeing Jamie Smith get out wide. You're seeing LaBroca receive a lot of the ball. Kimura getting around behind people. More movement already than last week, and that's why you can see they're opening up gaps. They're able to get in behind.
Pablo trying to slice his way through, but leaning into him. Jesse Marsh knocked him down. That's going to be a pretty good spot here for this kick for the Rapids, as Pablo very involved. And you watch the pregame show, the interview with Pablo, said that's one thing he wants to continue to do, maybe a little bit better, get more involved.
He needs to. Last week he really wasn't involved, and you know that's part of playing 30-odd games a year between preseasons and that. You're going to have a low where you wake up, you don't feel well. Last week Pablo did not many too many people had a great game. This week he's already doing much better.
Here's Clark, send it wide. Well, Gary Smith should be in a good mood. His team is up 2-0. He's with Peter Rutgeser. Peter?
Coach, I know last week you weren't happy with the ball movement. Wasn't quick enough. Much better here tonight?
Well, the goals are. I actually thought our possession last week was better. Chivas have taken a little control in this game as far as territory. But, you know, the finishes are ours. And last week it was Columbus. So I'm hoping the tables have been turned.
Connor, he's got that groin injury. He looks really good here. How long do you want him to go here tonight?
As long as he can. You know, he's a massive threat, as you've seen already. He's, you know, once he gets in front of goal, he's such a problem for defenders. We'll see how he can deal with the difficulties he's had all week.
Gary, thanks for this. Okay, Mike, back up to you.
All right, thank you very much, Peter. And as always, we appreciate your time that Coach Gary Smith gives us during the course of the action. Victorine sends it through the middle, blocked. Rapids take it away, played back by Smith. Launched by Kimura, up for Cummings with pace into the box. And the pass to Casey, yes! What a play by Omar Cummings! His third assist, and Casey's got his second goal of the match, and the Rapids have their third goal.
Where do you start? Where do you start? Talk about pace, great touch, the awareness to see where Connor Casey is, laying the ball across like that. It's just all going right for Colorado, and Chivas right now is absolutely awful. The way that Omar Cummings has been able to get behind the back four along with Connor Casey, that's a fantastic play. Down the wing, nice and low, Connor Casey tucks it in, says thank you, that's 2 goals for me, 3 assists for my partner. We're back on track.
You had a couple of nice touches even before it went to Cummings.
Yeah. No. But the important touch was Cummings is the one in front of him, because now he put it out far enough in front of him, 5 yards. He looked up, he saw Connor Casey. Nice ball, nice and low along the ground. Connor Casey tucks it up high, puts the second one in for the day.
Omar Cummings, 3 assists in this match as we take a look at our nationwide scoring summary. 3rd goal coming in the 23rd minute. 2nd goal for Casey. Clark also getting an assist. He was the one who launched it down that sideline for Cummings. That was sent back to him from Smith. And the Rapids are up 3-0. What a great first half for the Rapids. Certainly worth taking another look at.
Now let's take a look. There's the ball back. Kimura, look at this ball. Nice and delicate right in front of him. Omar Cummings, great. Look at this. Look at this touch. Right there. Keeps it on the ground. Finds his partner. How smooth is that? Good touch. Puts it on the ground. You know, everything you didn't do last week, you're doing this week.
It had been so long since both Cummings and Casey had played together.
It has.
And you can see what a difference there is.
You know, you talk about partnership. You talk about what do you need and what do you want to be successful. You want a guy that can get behind and that can spread the defensive out.
Look at Kimura go into the box. His cross gets blocked and out of bounds.
And that's the difference between a Kimura and, no disrespect to Hugo Hembalou. Kimura likes to go forward. Kimura has an engine all day. He'll go forward, he'll come back, he'll go forward. And that's something I think Hugo's just starting to get to do. Because we're used to seeing him playing as a center back. We've seen him there. We see him on the right every once in a while. But this is what a right back's supposed to do. Get the ball, feed into the midfield.
Chance with that left foot from Clark gets blocked. And all the way across and out of bounds. From the pitch, Colorado's only all-soccer talk radio show. And Marcelo Balboa on Tuesday night, 6 to 8 on AM 1510 KCKK. We'll be talking about the Rapids, everything else that's happening around the MLS. We'll be taking birthday wishes as well, right? Now, heard enough jokes today, huh?
Heard enough jokes today. I'm good.
Throw it.
It's amazing how people can think it's funny.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's the same joke. It's like, oh, man.
They laugh as hard.
As long as they have a good laugh, I'm okay.
Well, what a first half of the round. This is exactly what the doctor ordered for Colorado.
The only sad part is now they get a week off. When you leave a game like this on such a high, you like to keep it rolling, because maybe this is a game you say to yourself could get us that 3-4 games in a row. We're playing well, and then you get a little time off. You get to recharge the batteries, but you've already kind of found that little rhythm that you want to keep going.
And certainly that pairing of Cummings and Casey together, both though this week learning they're going to play for their respective national teams. Jamaica is the team for Omar Cummings. And, of course, the U.S. team for Casey. Out of bounds. And boy, when play is going like this, Marcel, it's just fun, isn't it? You just want the ball. You just want it. Yeah, let me have a chance, right?
Oh, I'm going to say it depends on what side of the ball.
No, if you're the Rapids. If you're the Rapids.
No,
like,
you know what?
It's fun.
Yeah, it is. Things are going right. They're finding the spaces. There's good movement from Kimura. Harvey getting down the wing. You're getting great movement from Connor Casey and Omar Cummings up top. So, yeah, these are the kind of nights that are fun. You can find the space. You can move. You're in control of the game. The Chivas, on the other hand, you've already lost 4 in a row. Now you're starting to slide a little bit. How do you get the mentality back of your players that it's okay if we give them a goal, we can still score? I'm not sure this team feels that they can score right now.
Corey Gibbs aggressive on Livingston, and Gibbs calling for the foul. Saragosa standing behind the ball for Chivas. Bornstein centered cross right in midfield. And Chivas, a lot of things not quite right with them right now. Don't have their number 1 goaltender playing. Don't have a number of guys because of injuries. Haven't played in about 3 weeks.
Almost 3 weeks, yeah.
League play. Haven't scored a lot. You're missing Tally with a yellow card suspension, so you come in here and all of a sudden you, with this young goalkeeper, first 2 shots he faces the first 4 minutes, and all of a sudden you're down 2-0. Now it's 3-0. The Rapids keep making plays like that. Smith from Casey.
Remember when they played New York, we talked about this was the last place team in the East. They needed to beat up on a team that was depleted, a team that wasn't playing well, and you needed to keep it down where they were. Talked about the same thing with Chivas USA. This is a team that's struggling around, lost 4 in a row. They're missing the starting goalkeeper. They're missing the Mexican legend, El Emperador, and Claudio Suarez. You're missing a Kerry Talley. You're missing your defensive midfield, Nagamura. You're missing your other big-time striker, Ante Razov. That's a lot of bodies to miss in this league, especially when there's not that much depth. So Colorado needed to come in tonight, put the pressure on them, see if they can get a quick one, especially with a goalkeeper who hasn't played that much at all. And they did. They did exactly what the doctor ordered. They came out, they pressed, they scored early, they tested the goalkeeper, realized that he was a little nervous himself. They took advantage of that. 3-0. But the fact that Colorado's playing exciting soccer tonight is the way they should play every week.
Because doesn't the problem come for Chivas? It'd be one thing if it was still 0-0 at this point. You go, well, you know, hey, we'll be happy. Let's just get out of here with a point. We know how things are. We'll take the crowd out of it. We'll just sit back. Now you can't do that.
You know, you're chasing the game, and you can see now. You know, as a coach, this is kind of where you see is that gut check. Who's going to give up on me? Who's going to give up? Who's going to put their head down? And who's going to step up and take this team under their wing and see if they can get us back into the game? This is a gut check for a lot of the players. And you know what? Games like this will make or break your contract for next year. They'll decide on a few of these players that aren't playing, maybe under the pressure, maybe we won't resign. You're going to take a pay cut because you know what? When it came to step up, you didn't do it. The only good thing I'll say about Chivas right now is they're at 17 games. Colorado's at 19. So, you know, they still got 2 games in hand, and maybe that's something to be positive about. You know, you always have to find, for every negative, you got to try to find 2 positives.
AC, and just skim off the top. Smith cross blocked in the corner, coming for the Rapids. All right, let's check in once again. Here is Peter Rutgazer.
Thank you very much, Mike. The Rapids, Jamie Smith saw some action last week as a sub in the game against Columbus. Now, the Scotsman, he's been involved in some big games in his career, UEFA Cup matches, Champions League matches, and don't forget, when he played for Celtic, he was involved in the Celtic Rangers derbies. Now, you would think that he wouldn't be nervous going into an MLS match, but he was. He told me he wanted to make a good impression for the fans and the team. One of the lasting images from that game last week, in the first half while he was on the bench, had a little wave to his wife and his 3 children. So one hopes that the Smith family can start feeling at home here in Denver in short order. Guys, back up to you.
And chance, Pablo was ready to really smack that one. It was deflected. And Parker, the goalkeeper, was able to snare the ball. It comes down the near sideline. Camoran doing the marking. On Galindo. Jazik. And towards the box. It's a race. Livingston. Bump. Ball out of bounds.
You know, I have to say with Jamie Smith, it doesn't matter where, and I agree, it doesn't matter high level. I've played in a World Cup. When I went to Mexico and played in Mexico, that first game was the most nerve-wracking game because new fans, new team, and you want to impress. Your first showing is what they remember for the next week or two, so you say, you know what, I could see here I've been a little nervous here in Colorado, new team, you know, replaces a guy who's been here 106 games, Terry Cook, so there's a lot of pressure.
That ball shooting just past Cummings. Kids 16 under, do not miss the Rapids annual free soccer ball promotion Sunday, August 30th. The Rapids will take on Houston, and the first 2,000 kids will get a free full-size soccer ball. August 30th tickets available at ColoradoRapids.com. So it has certainly been a terrific first half for Colorado as they came into this match tied at 27 points for Chivas. Now, Chivas does have one more win this season, the Rapids. They are 8-6-3, where the Rapids have 7 wins. Boy, what a difference in terms of goals scored coming into the match. Rapids had 28 now with 31 goals scored this season. That is more than double the amount of goals, or just about double the amount of goals scored by Chivas this season. Has not yet reached 20 this year, but they have only given up 15 compared to giving up. The Rapids have given up 24. While they've been Zach Thornton, their goalkeeper, been having a wonderful season, as evidenced by his time at the MLS All-Star game. But it's just been, lately especially, a lack of scoring by the Chivas team. The Rapids, that's not a problem. 31 goals already.
They definitely got the firepower this year, and I think that's the key thing. Getting an Omar Cummings and Connor Casey playing quite a few games together is important. I think that chemistry is what this team's always looked for. The fact that you're looking at two guys that have 16 goals between them, and you're looking at 10 assists, you know, you got to have a guy. If you're going to make an MLS run in the playoff, you got to have a guy that's up there between 10 and 15 goals a year, and you've got one with 6 and 9 assists, and another one with 10 goals and 1 assist. So this is what Colorado's been missing for a while.
Livingston's pass deflecting Smith for the Rapids. LaBroca got it back, and Cummings, is he onside? Wow, is he ever? Moving in, he missed. What a great burst of speed from Omar Cummings. That's a great example of his pace, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the ball over the top is what you want. You know, he gets his touch. He really, I mean, trying to go to that far post, hits a little bit. That's a great ball by Smith, playing it over the top, using Cummings' pace. His touch isn't the best right there. If he maybe comes in a little more at an angle, maybe can cut him to his left, opens up. If he can take him into his left a little bit, opens up the whole goal, but still, you see him getting in behind. That's what most teams don't have in this league. They don't have that key guy with that much pace. As a defender, I'll tell you, when you got a guy that much pace, it always seems to make you want to drop off. Tonight, for some reason, Chivas has not dropped off, and you see what happens when you have pace. You get in behind.
Casey dancing around, gets free, sends it across for Smith. LaBroca and Kimura. Back to Smith. Working for LaBroca, and a ricochet towards the goalkeeper. Lino got into the middle, sent ahead by Question. Victorine for Chivas. Zaragoza with the ball. Question again. Chivas able to push it through. chance. Goes up high. Well, you want to be at the next Rapids home game, Sunday, August 30th. The Rapids will have a ceremony. They will induct the next player into the club's Gallery of Honor. Rapids legend John Spencer will be the next former player to receive this great honor. Make sure you get your tickets at ColoradoRapids.com. Paul Bravo, Chris Henderson, and what's the other guy?
Juan Pablo.
It's a great night, isn't it? I mean, obviously, you're number 17, retired by Rapids. And is there a way to put into words what it's like to experience that?
You know, it's tough to put into words. The fact that the team that you played for is honoring you. He's done such a great job of coming in here, scoring goals, electrifying the crowd. And I think that's something, the energy that John Spencer brought was what people really enjoyed. You know, when he scored, you knew he scored because he celebrated like no other. And I think that's the important thing. Had a good career here in Colorado, doing a great job with Dominic Kinnear over in Houston. So, you know, you look at it and you say there's certain players you look at and you say, yeah, he deserves it. There's no doubt John Spencer deserves it.
Casey had Zaragoza leaping over his back. That's where the foul occurred. Pablo tried to restart it, but a little too close. It was J.C. Marsh. That's a yellow card.
Got to be honest with you, I'm not sure what he's arguing about. Pablo's standing there, he's 3 feet away. Pablo goes to hit and he sticks his foot out. I'm like, I'm not sure really what you can argue about. That you didn't stick your foot out there, I'm not sure. Here it comes, let's take a look. There's the foul, right? He puts the ball down. He hits it. I mean, Nagamura's saying no foul because Connor Casey ducked a little bit. He thought that Connor didn't jump, so no. When things go wrong, you ask for every call possible.
Cummings, Casey, squirted past him. Gamora keeps it alive for a moment, but then it's headed out of bounds. Oh, a deep throw in. A shove from behind by LaBroca. There's the foul. And the quick restart by Chivas. Victorine, number 18 for Chivas. And Pickens came out and had a little backspin and came back to him. But did he get hurt on the play? Pulling the left knee.
Take a slow look. There's Galindo. He comes in. Yeah, you could hard to see if he took his knee out when he's trying to go by, stepped on it. Couldn't really couldn't see it.
Well, if necessary, that is Preston Burpo, the backup goalkeeper for Colorado. He already has a little support on that left knee. The limp continues. He continues to try to shake it off as play goes back the other direction. Towards midfield. Kumar. Smith threads it through. Casey had it ricochet around. Bornstein in the middle for Marsh. The Rapids not giving Chivas much room when they get the ball. Taken away by Colorado. Gibbs finds Kimura. LaBroca trying to use some pace down the sideline. Marked by Bornstein. And the goal kick coming for Chivas. Well, this Chivas team hasn't scored a lot of goals of late, and they're also facing the team, the Rapids, tied for first in the MLS for least amount of shots given up on a per-game basis. So they're not only scoring goals, they don't give up a ton of shots.
Throughout the year,
pretty good recipe.
Well, you know what? Every MLS team goes through a bad moment.
Langston and the leapfrog over Pickens, who was able to jump out and get the ball. That is Galindo is slowly getting up.
Look over the top. It looks like he just gets taken out underneath by Corey Gibbs. Paul Gula goes high, Corey Gibbs goes low, and you see Galindo just rolling over the top. You know, every team goes through highs and lows, and it depends how you react and how you respond. Chivas right now is going through a pretty bad low right now, and it's how they're responding in the next 2 or 3 games that's going to sum up their season for them. Because if they don't pick it up, they could be out of the playoffs real quick here. And you look at someone like Colorado, kind of been up and down all season. Great start of the season. Last, 4 or 5 games, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss. So this is the team that, is looking to get a little bit of a roll. And right now, what a great time here in the next 9 to 10 games, finding your rhythm, getting on a roll, and start pushing the ball forward and make a great playoff run.
There are 2 teams right now behind Chivas and Colorado. That would be Real Salt Lake and FC Dallas, both with 23 points. Real Salt Lake hosting Seattle tonight. And I believe FC Dallas Thursday, they picked up a win. They've been playing better of late, haven't they? They had 6 goals last weekend.
You got Jeff Cunningham, who scores 4 goals in 1 game. Then he comes back in midweek, scores against Houston, the game winner, wins 1-0. This is a team that lost their big star in Kenny Cooper, goes over to 1860 Munich. Somebody need to step up. Somebody need to put the ball in the back of the net. And Jeff Cunningham relishes those kind of opportunities. He's the man now. In Toronto, it was DVO, then him. In Dallas, it was Kenny Cooper, then Cunningham.
What's the call going to be here?
Red card.
There's the red, indeed. Well, when it rains, it pours on Chivas. Thomas.
We talked about playing a flat form. When you have a guy with that much pace, that's what you get. If you want to play a flat line, you're going to play a flat line. Take a look. I think the foul's outside the box. If you take a look, the initial foul right there, yep, he's outside the box. Referee lets him go. He gives him the red card. He's the last man. There's the red card, and gives him a penalty. Should not be a penalty kick because he initially grabbed him outside the 18.
Thomas is done for the night. Javar Thomas gets the red card. And Connor Casey already with 2 goals. Against Lance Parker, playing in his first match of the season. He's got to face Casey on this penalty kick. Looking for his 3rd. And that is a complete fake by Casey. That is now 3 goals. He gets the penalty kick, and the Rapids have a 4-0 lead. Boy, he sure made that one look easy.
right, let's take a look. He fakes a shot, and he just chips it into that little corner right there. Take a look. Whoop, thanks for coming. He chips it right down the middle. That's a great fake. We saw Lundberg try that in the All-Star game. Didn't get it up high enough. Connor Casey gets a hat trick, goes into the halftime as the MLS goal-scoring leader.
That ends the first half, and what a half it was for Connor Casey. He gets 3 goals. He and Omar Cummings really working well with each other. Cummings with 3 assists. Couldn't ask for a better half, huh?
I don't know what to say. Colorado really dominated. This is the best I've seen them play. They're going forward. They're making diagonal runs. There's a lot of movement all over the field. They're not playing east to west. They're playing north to south. They've become dangerous. Chivas has not adapted to Omar Cummings' speed. They're still playing in a flat 4, and they've got Bird 4 times behind.
Time to come to the end of the first half. Our score, Colorado 4, Chivas 0. You're watching the Colorado Rapids on your home for sports, Altitude Sports and Entertainment. After the break, stay tuned. We'll have our Dick's Sporting Goods halftime report.
I love my A&W because I get exactly what I want every time. Oh, wish I'd got that.
Hurry in for our new A&W Texas Toast $5 combos. Try a classic BLT or a hearty bacon mushroom onion milk combo. Your choice, only $5 each. A&W.
My place.
Gear up for summer with a scorching deal from Comcast. Choose digital cable or high-speed internet, just $19.99 each per month for 1 year. Pick one or both. Digital cable has all your favorites plus hundreds of choices on demand. Comcast high-speed internet lets you surf faster with download speeds up to 12 megs with Power Boost. Call now and get connected with free professional installation. Hurry, when summer starts, this deal ends. Get Comcast digital cable or high-speed internet, just $19.99 each per month for 1 year. Call 1-800-COMCAST.
At A&W, your root beer comes fresh from the tap because it's made fresh right in the restaurant. A&W has set the standard for authentic root beer since 1919. So come, taste the legend. There's a tall, frosty mug of creamy classic root beer waiting for you now at A&W.
Ode to Subway flatbread sandwiches. Took Subway to make a flatbread sandwich great. They flooded the tubes and launched a flatbread-flavored torpedo right at your kisser. This sumptuous flatbread'll sink your taste buds to delicious depths. Grab your floaties and try it with any Subway favorite, like the tempting chicken and bacon ranch, or our famous Italian BMT with pepperoni, salami, ham, and melted cheese. Hot, tasty, fresh toasted flatbread sandwiches. Subway, eat fresh.
If you're a novice angler or a skilled hunter, Altitude's got 4 shows playing all summer long that'll take care of your outdoor adventure fix. Check altitude.tv for all listings.
Do you know who's who in the world of hate? We do. The Anti-Defamation League knows the extremist groups and their activities. We work within your community to keep you aware and protected. But we need your voice and your help. For more information on how you can help in the fight against hate, visit www.adl.org.
I'm a Rockies fan. We're a Rockies fan. I'm a Rockies fan.
We're Rockies fans.
We hold the key. We always buckle up. Buckle up.
Buckle up.
Every trip.
Every time.
Every trip.
Every time.
Responsibility.
Responsibility.
Responsibility has its rewards.
Go Rockies!
Go Rockies!
Go Rockies!
Go Rockies!
Go Rockies!
From Dave Mira's stomach-turning spins to Shaun White's gravity-defying aerials, Altitude's got the most extreme athletes performing stunts all summer long. Check altitude.tv for all listings.
Welcome to the Dick's Sporting Goods halftime report. It is the Colorado Rapids leading Chivas USA 4-0. Omar Cummings with 3 assists. What a first half. The ball movement a lot better than what it was last week against Columbus.
Yeah, definitely. But I think we just stepped it up. I think we knew that we had to perform today. We had to get some goals today, and I think we've done that so far.
Connor Casey back in the lineup. How does he make your job easy when he's playing?
Well, definitely. A proven goal scorer. He's in there. You're going to get him the ball. And he does what he does best.
Let's talk about your recall to the Jamaican national team, called up for the game against Ecuador. Must be excited. What is Jamaica's approach in that contest at Giant Stadium?
Well, definitely. It's a friendly, but again, you know that there are no friendlies. So you go in there hoping to do your best and get a result.
Omar, thanks for this. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Omar Cummings with 3 assists. Rapids lead this one 4-0. We'll be back with more of the Dick's Sporting Goods halftime report right after this.
I will break the home run record because I worked hard for it.
I will lead my team and win the World Cup. Together, we can do anything.
I will win the championship. Winning is my motivation.
The gold medal is mine. The desire is in my blood.
Go ahead. Cut corners.
Forget team.
For me, there is no easy way out.
I'll win with my heart.
Heart.
My heart. Our heart.
Building sportsmanship and dreams for 60 years. Every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods.
What's up, guys? It's me, Mitchell Musso. We all know how easy it is to get messy, goopy, gross stuff on our hands. Like doing chores at home, playing at school, and especially when you sneeze. Yuck. That's why it's important to always wash your hands. Germs can make you sick. So wash your hands whenever you can, and not just before you eat. And remember, clean hands are cool hands, so let's wash up. See ya.
Check out more of Mitchell at cleanhandsorcoolhands.com.
When people say, hey, Mike, why Ford? Why now? I tell them it's simple. Ford has a plan that's actually working. And dealerships full of crossovers and SUVs that people really want.
Like an EPA estimated 24 mpg Ford Edge and the 28 mpg Ford Escape.
It's all here. Don't you love it? When a plan comes together?
Recycle your ride and get a rebate of up to $4,500. Plus, get 0% financing for 60 months or $3,000 cash back on Ford Edge. Visit your local Ford store today.
Looking for power equipment that is easy to operate, dependable, and powerful? Then look to Steel. Yard care solutions start at your local Steel dealer, like the dependable Steel FS45 trimmer, just $149.95. The easy-to-operate Steel BG55 handheld blower is just $149.95. And the proven Steel MS170 chainsaw is just $179.95. Remember, affordable and reliable Steel power equipment is only available at your servicing Steel dealer. Log on to SteelUSA.com and find one today.
It's tough out here.
The days are long.
The nights get lonely.
But we have a job to do.
We have responsibilities.
We have a commitment to our country,
To our families.
Our wives.
And husbands.
our children,
our grandchildren, and to each other.
The USO is a bond
that we share.
To help us stay close.
Here at home.
And far away.
The USO is always there.
Because we need them.
They need us.
And we need you.
This is how America supports our troops. The USO depends on the generosity of the American people. People just like you. To find out more about how you can help, visit our website at uso.org.
The USO.
Until everyone
comes home.
Best half of the season so far for the Colorado Rapids as they lead this one 4-0 over Chivas USA. They got off to a quick start with 2 goals in the first 4 minutes. And why don't we take a look at our Tecate halftime highlights. Let's get to them quickly because there's a lot.
We've got a lot. There is a lot. And it really started in the first minute of the game. Omar Cummings fights off Yazik, lays a great ball to Pablo. Look at Pablo, bends that ball, just rips it upper 90. First goal since 2005, and what a big goal. 1 minute in, bang, off a new goalkeeper, puts it in the back of the net, puts up Colorado 1-0, and it kept on coming from there. Omar Cummings, great flick over the top, and this is where we talked about getting the big man back. Great touch. You expect power. You expected him to cross it, not even close. Just sees with the goalkeeper. Look at this great, delicate touch over the top of Parker, puts Colorado up 2-0. 4 minutes into the game, and you know what? It doesn't stop from there. Look at Omar Cummings getting in behind. Good first touch. Sees, oh, look at that. My partner's right there. Thanks for coming. Connor Casey scores his 2nd goal of the day. 9th goal overall. And there it is. There's number 10. Puts it in the back. Colorado up 3-0. And you know what? You're not going to see much of Chivas today. 4th goal coming right here. Look at this ball over the top. Omar Cummings gets in behind Shavar Thomas. Takes him down. Gets a red card. There it is. Little delicate chip right behind the goalkeeper, putting Colorado 4-0 and getting his hat trick.
All right, looking at the stats, it's certainly the amount of shots. That's really indicative of what we've seen in that first half.
You know, you can even look at the stats. Colorado dominated. By far, from the first minute to the 45th minute, they've dominated. This is the way I think people expect them to play. Exciting soccer, going forward, movement off the ball, and getting shots off goal.
I was talking about the national team, and Connor Casey, well, 3 goals already in his first half. He's headed back to the U.S. national team.
Wow, he really is. You can see there, Connor Casey is one of the 4 forwards. Landon Donovan, Charlie Davis, great player. You're looking at tonight, Bornstein's there. I mean, you're looking at a squad that was basically at Confederations Cup. Chad Marshall's a new addition. Michael Bradley. This is a great team. And let's be honest, this is probably the best chance right now that U.S. has to go into Mexico and beat Mexico. 22-1 right now in Mexico City. You say to yourself, you know what, good opportunity. Even though they lost 5-0 to Gold Cup, wasn't their first team. You've got players with a lot of experience, and Mexico is feeling a little maybe overconfident of that 5-0 win.
All right, we'll come back with the second half. You're watching the Dick's Sporting Goods halftime report. Every season starts at Dick's. Back with the second half in just a moment on Altitude.
Hi, I'm Mary, president and owner of Rick and Bob Volvo. A lot has changed since 1944 when Mr. Rick and Bob founded this dealership. But then some things never change. Experience Rick and Bob in the way we treat our customers, from our quality safe vehicles to our award-winning service. There is a reason we have been in business for over 60 years.
Customer Appreciation Days is going on now. For each new Volvo purchased, receive a spa service from the Retreat on Larimer. Just their way of saying thanks. Experience the Rickenbaugh way.
When you get here, talk to the locals. They'll tell you. Head to Lodo. Order the bison. Try the air. And ask about a guy named Papa Jack. Because to really see Denver, you need to see it like the locals do. Visit Denver.com.
I will break the home run record because I worked hard for it.
I will lead my team and win the World Cup. Together, we can do anything.
I will win the championship. Winning is my motivation.
The gold medal is mine. The desire is in my blood.
Go ahead. Cut corners.
Forget team.
For me, there is no easy way out.
I'll win with my heart.
Heart.
My heart. Our heart.
Building sportsmanship and dreams for 60 years. Every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods.
At Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children, we listen to what kids want in a hospital, and it's made all the difference.
Nice doctors. All of them nice. Tools we aren't afraid of. Really good food. And video games. Please don't make me wait to see a specialist. Good medicine, so we can go home fast. And when it's not always scary.
Absolutely.
There should be movies and a playground.
Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children. Open at Presbyterian St. Luke's Medical Center. Go to RockyMountainHospitalForChildren.com.
Por los que saben de qué lado masca la iguana. Por los que sus chicharrones truenan. Por los que tienen lo que se necesita para estar aquí. Por los que hacen todo por los de allá. Por los que no vienen porque pueden, sino porque pueden, vienen. Por los que no se conforman con cualquier cervecita. Tecate, con carácter.
I'm Chinese.
I am Russian.
I am East African. I'm Canadian.
I am Filipino.
I am Irish.
I am Bulgarian. Korean. I am American.
I am Brazilian.
Italian.
Mexican.
I'm British.
Swedish.
French.
I'm Israeli. Mongolian. I'm South African.
Japanese.
We are mankind.
This copyrighted telecast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.
The Colorado Rapids on Altitude, brought to you by Smiling Moose Deli. Rapids fans, stop by the new Smiling Moose Deli at Gate B. You can try the world's best sandwiches. About to have the kickoff to start the second half. Rapids lead this one 4-0. Connor Casey with 3 goals, including the penalty kick in the 45th minute. And Chivas had one red card late in the half and made some substitutions. 3 of them.
And they're going to need it. They really are going to need them. You're looking at a team that's got to remove, got to reorganize itself right now. And bottom line is, you know what? You have to throw all 3 in now. You just got to hope nobody gets hurt because you have no more subs.
Parker, who gave up 4 goals in his first half of play this season in the MLS, stays in as the goalkeeper. And there's the kickoff to begin the second half. 4-0 lead for Colorado. Cummings had 4 assists. Excuse me, 3 assists on the 4 goals. Casey with 3 goals. Pablo had the other. And there's one of the subs made, Bobby Berlin.
Monument, Colorado. Gotta like. Gotta like. No, you know, he's a big kid. Big, strong in the back. And once you lose Shavar Thomas, you got to put in another center back. You're not going to take 3 in the back and play 3 out of the back. You're going to put 4, and you're going to try to stop the bleeding now. You really got to stop the bleeding and try to get 1 back.
Clark headed out of the box. Galindo trying to tightrope down the sideline. Harvey staying with him, makes the tackle, and the ball rolls out of bounds. There were 3 Rapid players closing in on Galindo.
Harvey's got a good little positioning in there. Good tackle. Good timing, goes down, hits it off. Look at this, great tackle. Timing's there, gets the ball, goes through Galindo. Good timing on the tackle.
Tip back out of bounds, and another throw-in coming for Colorado. Back for Harvey, but that one spins away. Goes out of bounds. Hey, that was Peter Rutgazer who took that ball, threw it back into play. Good hands, Peter.
He's got to head it back.
He should have headed it back.
Not a goalkeeper. I know he's Canadian. We talked about it. He's got to head it back, Peter.
Parker sends it up the middle. And Bornstein stops. Curled across. And coming up quickly was Colin Clark for the Rapids. And knocked out of bounds. Mayan. Chivas, long high throw in, headed back by Palguda. Clark brings it down. And Harvey sends it down the sideline. Ball at midfield right now quite a bit. Here's the start of the second half. Rapids with a goal in the first minute, and another one in the 4th minute. Added 2 more, including a penalty kick by Connor Casey in the 45th minute. That made it 4-0. And that was the end of the half. Great pass. Here comes Cummings. Oh, he zinged it off the crossbar.
He deserved a goal. He deserves a goal. 3 assists early in the night. But you like what Connor Casey does. Drops into the midfield, and he waits. He thinks. He looks, now he splits both defenders. Omar Cummings gets in behind, has a good look, just tries to clip it over Parker, hits it off the crossbar, but it's all in the pass. Look at the weight of the pass. His first touch isn't great, and I think that's what hurts him a little bit right there. It takes him a little too far wide. He doesn't take it straight into the goalkeeper, and he knows, a great opportunity, but you like what Connor Casey does. He fakes like he's going out wide, and he splits both defenders.
Off a heel, the Rapids again with the ball. Colin Clark. For Cummings. Bump, stays up. Coming wide on the box. His cross. Going away across for Smith. To LaBroca. Shuffled back through midfield and a few hops toward the 18.
Well, you know, you're looking at the score, and I can't see Connor Casey and a few of the guys playing more than 60, 65 minutes. What a great opportunity. 4-0 ahead, throw in some new guys, maybe a Facundo Diaz, get him some more playing time, get him some fitness. Also, you got to make sure with Jamie Smith just getting in, really his second game, first real game. Got to watch his fitness, make sure he doesn't get hurt. So, great opportunity to use all 3 subs.
Chivas has already used theirs. Now, they did get a red card. Javard Thomas leaving right near the end of the first half. They've used their subs. Rapids have not used one. Harvey, his cross, headed away by Chivas. Back towards the 18, and it blocked. And Jazzy. Gibbs for Colorado. Smith for the Rapids. Now on the broker for that hard tackle. Mayan will restart things for Chivas. And a 52nd minute of play, down 4-0, and over everybody except the goalkeeper. Well, Gary Smith is going to make a change or substitution. Here's who's available.
And you've got a lot, you know. You've got Bellucci, you got Noonan, you got Dees. I mean, you've got some great options to give some guys a break. You know, the obvious one to me is Facundo Diaz. You bring him in, and what a great opportunity to give Connor Casey rest. Already 3 goals, going with the national team to play a very important game to World Cup qualifier. If they happen to get 3 points, that right foot's already in the door to World Cup 2010. So big game for Connor Casey in the U.S. So, you know, he's had a good 60 or 53 minutes so far. I could see him going about 60, 65 minutes and then saying, you know what, good night's done.
Rapids as a team with next week off. Then it's on to Chicago. What kind of team is Chicago this year?
You know, they're a good team. So they're up towards the east, and
Clark slows things down, gives it back for Harvey. Then after that match in Chicago on August 23rd, the next 2 are back at home for the Rapids. So a good stretch here. They're finishing up 3rd in a row tonight at home. Then after that trip to Chicago, we're talking about 5 out of 6 at home.
And you know what? And you look at it and you say tonight was important for Colorado. A conference game, a team that's already got 2 games less than Colorado. The points were important tonight. Chicago comes around. You're playing a very good team, very possession-oriented team with good quality players. It looks like possibly Brian McBride could be back for that game. Guatemala Blanco. This is, I mean, that's a big game to watch too. You've got great players in Justin Mapp. You're looking at Logan Paz. This is a very, very good team. That's going to be a test and a half going into their home, trying to get some points.
Team Chicago that beat the Rapids on July 4th, 2-1. Rare July 4th loss for the Rapids. Harvey with Galindo on him. The ball comes free. And a hard sliding tackle by Pablo.
Let's take a look. There comes in Pablo. Goes a little high. Stepanovic. You know, he's going for the ball. Sticks his foot in there. both guys are going for the ball. Both the balls in the air. The referee's right there. Simple call. It was a foul. That's it.
One towards the far sideline. Here's the cross into the box. Goes bouncing back out for Cummings. Makes a nice play. And with pace moving down the far side, he's got Clark way to his left. There's the cross to Clark. Has to take it outside the box. He'll try to cross it in. He does for LaBroca. And Lance Parker, the goalkeeper, makes the save.
A great individual play by Omar. Good ball across. You like Colin Clark. He gets his head up. He sees LaBroca making a great run. He keeps it nice and low. LaBroca tries to open it, but goes to the far post. Parker does a nice job. You know, you got to feel bad for Parker. Gets in. First goal, I mean, great shot by Pablo. The first shot he sees, doesn't get to build any confidence. Second goal, he gets chipped from 18 yards. Tough start, man. But he settled down at least. He's made a few saves to have calmed him down, but by then it's too late.
That's an awfully lonely spot. You're out back there by after a couple of goals like that. You're just standing there. You're on the road. You don't have any friendly fans around you. You know they're giving it to you behind you.
Yeah.
Well, that's a tough spot.
Yeah, Lester Galindo, he's going with the ball. Knees him, really thighs him right there, hits him in the thigh. Precky's up, you know, asking for a yellow card. It's going to be tough. It's really going to have to take somebody down or do something silly by sticking your foot out like Jesse Marsh did.
Myers over everybody's head. And a goal kick coming for Pickens and the Rapids. They want to join host Julie Browman for the one-on-one interview with the Rapids head coach Gary Smith. That's Monday, August 10th. It's 10 p.m. here on Altitude. Gary Smith's got a lot of good stories to tell.
I hope. He's always got good stories.
Yeah.
Always saying something, so it should be good interviews.
He's got a way with the phrases.
Yes,
it's fun to listen to. Harvey into the middle. Things for Casey. LaBroca. The Rapids. They work hard to get the ball over to Harvey, and then the sliding boom knocks the ball out of bounds. And Harvey once again with the throw in for Colorado. Well, the Rapids, who weren't able to score last week, lost 1-0 to Columbus. They got the scoring touch back. Connor Casey back in the lineup and paired up again with Omar Cummings. And that, you look around the MLS and you're like, is there anybody in this league? Two guys up front like that are more dangerous when they're going.
Yeah,
pretty short list.
Yeah, you got to say there's not too many tandems in this league that have the strength of someone like Connor Casey and the speed of an Omar Cummings. You've got Brian Ching in Houston, big, strong player, but they don't have an Omar Cummings that can get in behind you with his pace. And you look at LA, they've got a Landon Donovan, but really no huge target player. But I will say LA has been playing much better, been taking some big wins. So you look at it and you say, you know what, there's not too many teams. If these guys can stay on the same page, working together, and keep receiving the ball in the positions they're receiving them, they're going to score at least another 8-9 goals between them both.
Clark into the box, too far for Casey, and Parker underhanded ahead. We now go into the 60th minute of play. The Rapids, who had a 4-0 lead at halftime, have not extended that lead. Chivas down a player because of a red card. Made some substitutions, but the score is still the same. referee was blowing the whistle, then pointing over towards
corner kick. They're throwing.
That's, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Looks like it's a corner kick.
So Mayan comes over in this corner for Chivas. And here it is. And deliberately sent past the line by the Rapids, and a corner coming from the other side for Willen. Now we got a little skirmish. Pickens right in the middle of things, the goalkeeper for Rapids, and there's Nick LaBroca also there. And for Chivas, Galindo. A little tempers here in the second half. Now the corner kick will come on the other side. So things have calmed down a little bit. Only jostling for position on this corner. And it's Casey who heads it out of danger. Thrown by LaHood, who came in as a sub to start of second half. He's number 27. Long chance, and up on top of the net. And Stefanovic with a long try. Pickens is able to make the save.
You got to try. You know, you're 40 yards away.
Sure.
You got to rip a shot. You got to do something. You're already a guy down. You're 4 goals behind. Maybe you can see right there, Pickens mishandles that. Looks like he tries to catch it. It falls out of his hands, gives up a corner kick.
We saw Pickens late in the first half, holding onto that left knee, flipping around a little bit, but has stayed in the match. It's here in the second half. Out of bounds, deep along the line for Chivas. High throw in on a high hop and a chance, and Pickens has got to hustle and diving to his left. Chivas thought they hit somebody's arm, right? Let's see if it hit somebody's hand or arm on the way. Ooh, there it was. All right, let's go down to the Rapids sideline with head coach Gary Smith. Here's Peter.
Thank you very much, Mike. Gary, you got a 4-goal lead here, but you don't seem to be too happy. Why?
Oh, of course I'm pleased. You know, we went in at half-time, and I think the lads were absolutely outstanding. The difficulty now is, you know, motivation. We're 4-0 up, making sure we maintain the game well. Just think our techniques and some of our decisions have been a little bit poor, and we've offered them a little bit of an opportunity to get back in the game here.
When do you start thinking about subs?
We've got a couple of players that are sore. You know, we've tried to nurse them through the week, and they've done their job. And now it's about maybe seeing another 5 or 6 minutes out, and we'll start getting some fresh bodies on.
Thanks for this, Gary. Mike, back up to you.
Thank you very much, Peter. Once again, you can see the interview one-on-one with the coach Monday night at 10 here on Altitude.
Well, you know, he talked about motivation. You know the way you motivate players? Put guys in that are hungry to play. Those guys are motivated. They want to prove something to the coach. Second half to bring a little bit of life. Facundo Diaz is a guy that wants to prove something. He's going to want to jump in the game and have an impact. You're looking at players like that. Mehdi Bellucci didn't have a great game last week. He's got something to prove again. Peterson went from starting a few games to now Jamie Smith comes in. He's got something to prove. There's your motivation.
Full-sided view of the Rapids. Coach Smith at the cross. Oh boy, into the box. And the ball rolls across and out. Foul on Clark. He and LaHood together inside the 18.
They're both coming in. Let's see. There comes LaHood calling Clark, pulls him down. Yeah, just grab him. You can see a fantastic. See how quick that little burst is right there. Just catches him leaning the wrong way, pushes it, explodes by him, quick cross.
Zaragoza in the middle, moves across the far sideline. 65th minute. Rapids up 4-0. Out of bounds. From the pitch, Colorado's All Soccer Talk radio show every Tuesday night, 6 to 8, with our own Marcelo Balboa on AM 1510 KCKK, Mile High Sports Radio. From the pitch, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. A little help from Frank Kohlenstein on the show. What a character. One of my favorite people. What a character. He's got a great sense of humor.
He's a good guy. Told me to tell him to call him, please. So, I mean, he's a good guy. Got a good program over at the School of Mines, along with the women's side with Lori, the head coach there. That's a yellow.
See if there will be. Yep, there's the yellow.
And it's just a little tug. You see Pablo gets it right there. There he comes in. It's just that little bit of a tug. He's already going by him. Pablo grabs him, tugs him, yellow card.
Oh, as Coach Gary Smith said a moment ago, talking with Peter Rutgers, that we should start seeing those substitutions happening soon for the Rapids. And it's like Pat Noonan has taken off the warm-ups. And on that kick, headed away. Got off of Pablo. It was. That was a hard laser. And Pablo headed out of the way. And here comes some help.
See, bending ball, Pablo hits it off the top of his head. There's the problem right there. Right off the top of the head, you can see him just go straight down. Yep. That'll knock a little sense in you, let me tell you. Hard part of the head is the forehead. Top of the head's a little soft.
Pablo has seen the last of his minutes in this match. We'll see Mehdi Bellucci come in for him in a moment. Pat Noonan will be coming in for Connor Casey. Those will be the first substitutions made by the Rapids in this match. So Pablo with a terrific goal in the first minute of play. Really kind of set the pace right away for the Rapids. And when your captain comes out and immediately scores the goal and says, all right, this is how it's going to get done, everybody followed.
Yeah, you know what? And that's what you have to do as a captain. Also, too, when you have a goalkeeper who's debuting, who's never played in Major League Soccer, you got to test him early and often. Pablo tested him early, and the Rapids tested him often. And that's what you want. You want to test a young goalkeeper who's never played, and it's paid off for him tonight.
So Bellucci is in. The thing is, you look at this, you look at the bench with Bellucci coming in. This guy who's had a lot of minutes this season. All of a sudden, if the ball is knocked back, Coach Gary Smith is going, well, you know, we're pretty healthy. Our bench looks fairly deep right now. You know, it's very pretty good competition in training.
Yeah, you saw the available subs with Noonan. You're talking about some great players, Facundo Diaz, Peterson, you know, Greg Dolby. You're looking at some players that are healthy, that are competing every week for a starting position. So and that's what you want as a coach. You want every week to be a battle.
Pickens sends it deep and headed across towards the near sideline. the 70th minute of play, and the Rapids fully in control of this one. Leading 4-0 and on their way. Picking up 3 more points, getting to 30 points, getting their 8th win of the season and splitting the season series with Chivas. Of course, we'll keep an eye on what Real Salt Lake is doing tonight. If they can pick up 3 points, that'll give them 26, and they're staying right there.
It's tightening up. It's tightening up.
And the final match of the regular season will be against Real Salt Lake there for Colorado.
Well, it's come down the last few years to here to Colorado, so, you know, hopefully it won't come down to that last game to make the playoff. Hopefully they will clinch it or at least get a step in the door. But, I mean, let's be honest, you'd like to clinch it before you go to RSL. And now you're just trying to get some points and position yourself a little better to get your playoff run going.
Now we will see Pat Noonan coming in and Connor Casey. What a night. 3 goals in the first half, including that penalty kick. And after missing last week because of an injury, comes back, makes an immediate impact, and now on his way to more time with the U.S. national team. Lindo, nice pass. Offside, though. Offside. Would not have counted. Michael Lahoud. A little burst to that pace, and offside.
That's the most dangerous play they've had all game. Got in behind. The timing was just a little bit off.
Cummings. Sits sprawling. What a night for Omar Cummings. Played just great last week, but had nothing to show for it on the score sheet. Played great. He has 3 assists to show. Almost had a goal as well.
Got a feeling that you're going to see Connor Casey maybe buy Omar Cummings a nice roll at the end of the year. Out of those 9 assists, I'm going to guess 7 have gone to Connor Casey, so that's how well they've hooked up this year.
Clark. In the middle for Cummings. Lyon sends it up off the marsh to the sideline. Hustle by Galindo. Out of bounds. Quickly thrown in. Lahoud cutting across. Kimura's got a beat on the ball. Finds Noonan. Back for Kimura and Bellucci. Came in as a substitution. Move made by Coach Smith here in the second half. Replacing Pablo. Greg Clark with the ball. Cummings. You can just see the fitness in him in terms of still working so hard at this point. 4-0 lead.
See, us
74th minute.
Us defenders never had that problem slipping. We're not fast enough with our feet. See Omar Cummings trying to get the quick feet, and he slipped here. We're just slow, so we can't slip. That was interesting. You're looking at Pitkins a minute ago, stretching and stretching. Now they got Burko up, so I'm wondering if he hurt himself a few minutes ago on that last play where he came out on Lahoud. I'm a little surprised. I thought Facundo Diaz would have been a great opportunity to get some minutes, give Omar Cummings a little bit of break, or Connor Casey.
Rapids still make 1 more substitution.
That's Ty Harden warming up, so obviously it's going to be a defender, maybe Corey Gibbs coming out.
Well, we talked about Connor Casey and his U.S. national team duty. We just saw Omar Cummings headed off to play with Jamaica. Now, where does he have to go?
I believe they're playing at Giant Stadium, so not too far. Plus, you know what? They've got a week and a half off. Great opportunity for teams that aren't qualifying for the World Cup or the other World Cup to play, get their team together, get a little bit of chemistry, and then really start building for the next qualifying.
They're not terrible travel.
No. It's 3.5 hours to New York. You know, plus I'm going to guess Colorado after this week may have a few days off. I'm sure maybe a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, coming back next Friday or something. I don't know exactly, but they're going to get a few days off after a great performance like this, and you know, and well deserved.
It's 6 minutes to 4-0 in favor of Colorado. That score holding up from the first half. And we're going to see Ty Harden come in, replacing Corey Gibbs. So that's the third and final substitution that can be made by the Rapids. Harden hasn't played a lot of matches this season, but he is now in for Colorado. So both teams have used up their subs. Since tomorrow, watching the ball go long. We'll check in, get an update on what's happening with this goalkeeper, Matt Pickens. Here's Peter Rutke. Peter?
Thank you very much, Mike. You know, Matt Pickens, he's taken a couple of knocks in this game. Athletic therapist Jamie Rojas went down to talk to him. He seems to be okay. There was some kind of belief there for a second that maybe Preston Burpo will go in, but it looks like Pickens will end this game for the Rapids. Guys, back up to you.
Thank you very much, Peter. Marcelo, you're the Rapids. You made your 3 substitutions.
Yep.
What if something very serious happens to Pickens? He gets hurt. What do you do?
You got to put on. One of your boys is going to have to put on the gloves. One of the 11 have to put on the gloves and get in the goal. They're out of subs. They're already done. So obviously, whoever they feel is more comfortable in goal, they would put back there and play one guy down. Even if it was a pulled calf, the way things are going right now, and let's be honest, Pickens really hasn't been tested that much. So he could stay in there with a pulled hamstring or a pulled calf or strained calf, whatever it was, and he'd just be able to stand there. And I'm guessing that's what I would do. At 4-0, I wouldn't change too much.
We'll celebrate all things Colorado at the Rapids 5280 night. It's Saturday, September 5th. You can be there to honor the Colorado homegrown players like Connor Casey and Colin Clark. You can get your tickets to the September 5th game against Toronto at coloradorapids.com. Well, if you're the goalkeeper, you've gone this far with a clean sheet in the 79th minute. Keep that going. Matt Pickens battled his way through this one. And his team leading at 4-0.
You know, I guess the good thing is, you know what, is they took advantage tonight. They played well. They came out a great 45 minutes. Second half a little different. They backed off. They've been keeping possession. A little different than I thought they were going to come out and maybe step on the gas a little more. And you look at Chivas, this is a team that's hurt. This is a team that's frustrated, a team that can't seem to get everybody healthy. The good thing is they get 2 guys back from suspension in Nagamura and Terry Talley, which would help tremendously on this team. Brings a little more experience, but this is a team that really needs to find the back of the net, and really tonight has not been threatening at all.
looking at the team now, it's over 300 minutes.
Yeah.
Without a goal in league play. Well, it's going to be one of the biggest parties of the year. Wednesday, September 23rd, the Rapids will take on San Jose. It's also the Rapids' annual Oktoberfest celebration, featuring $1 hot dogs. You get music and performers in the pregame Rapids Beer Hall. And if you'd like to go, you can get your tickets at ColoradoRapids.com. LaBroca right in midfield, back for Palguda. Now we're in the 81st minute, so the home stretch for the Rapids, looking for their 8th win, and on their way to 30 points and sole possession of 4th place in the West.
And this is where they wanted to be. They said they wanted to get 30 points by the end of their homestand. They're going to get the 30 points with a great performance. And, you know, you look at it and you say, this is what you want. You got to start building now. This is where you got to start building a little bit of momentum. Last 5 or 6 games, you got to be hoping you're playing some of your better soccer. That takes you right into the playoffs. Look what New York did last year. Didn't have a great season, got into the playoffs, picked the right time to play some good soccer and reach the final.
It's so key, isn't it? It's when you get hot. When you can do that, down the stretch, keep that momentum going when the playoffs start.
All it takes is the last game of the year. You go to Real Salt Lake, and you'll say you win 2-1. You win the Rocky Mountain Cup. You get them home. All of a sudden, maybe the first game at home, you get a good win. That kind of gets you on a roll into the away game. Next thing you know, you're in a Western Conference Championship game. If you're lucky enough, it's here at home in Colorado where you can take advantage of the altitude a little bit. Next thing you know, Colorado's in the final. So it doesn't take too much. It just takes to play your best soccer at the right time. You know, I was looking at this, and the last time Chivas scored was June 14th in a 2-1 loss to Columbus, and Livingston's the one that scored, so that's a long time.
A couple months ago.
Yeah. Granted, they only played 2 games, which is even worse, because 3 weeks off thinking about it. Let's look at the battle. Bornstein and Noonan going at it. There's the arm on top of the shoulder. There it comes. Kind of stumbles, gets the shove. The referee calls a foul.
Brad Noonan came in for Connor Casey as a sub. Giving the team some depth up front. Being hooked up with a trade earlier this season. Tonight's game has been brought to you by the Radisson Hotel Denver Stapleton. You can stay your own way with the exclusive sleep number bed. Harvey down the sideline right in midfield for Florek. LaBroca also had a great chance to score earlier this match. Bellucci down the sideline, just a little bit too much of a lead for Cummings to catch up to. Parker just sent that ball out towards midfield. Not the first MLS game he dreamed about as a kid. Waiting for that opportunity to play at the big time. And first shot in your face. The first minutes. Here's in. And a tough ride, but here in the second half, get the Rapids off the score sheet as the ball sent by Clark goes all the way across the field and past the other line. Bellucci moves into the middle. LaBroca. There's a Hood sliding, knock away the ball. Zaragoza to the middle. And Hood once again for Chivas. Gave it away. 85th minute. Lucci near sideline for Harvey. To Noonan, and Parker first to the ball.
Well, you got to say, you know, Colorado, Jamie Smith, you're looking at Colin Clark. Colorado was so dominant going over the top and down the middle that they really haven't had that much action. But you know what? Great opportunity for Jamie Smith. One, to get some fitness, get a feel for what MLS is going to be like. Same with Colin Clark. You know, every ball, think about it, every ball has come almost right down the middle of the heart of Chivas' defense. Through the midfield, right over the top. Boom, gone, breakaway. The ball from Pitkin over the top for the penalty kick. You look at the ball that Omar flicks over. Ball gets crossed. There's Connor Casey. So not a lot of work tonight for Jamie or for Colin.
Pushes the ball up the field, gets it back, bounce from Ian Noonan, trying to shield off Bornstein, followed by Cummings, gets in the ball, trying to go back to Noonan, didn't make it through. Go the other direction for Chivas. And Clark takes the ball, then goes down, hurting a little bit. Looking across to make sure that Clark at least has got enough. Limping. Gets the wave from Clark to continue on, and now the Rapids will press the play. LaBroca for Colorado. Now the 88th minute. So this one's just about over. And the Rapids, without question, one of their best halves of the entire season, coming in the first half.
They really put it out of reach. We talked about keep pushing, keep pushing. When things are going your way, if you can put the game out of reach in the first half, you do it. Sure, sometimes it makes for a slower second half because Colorado doesn't really have to step up and move it that much. Chivas has to take it to them, so they'll take advantage of the opportunities they've got. But they really put it out of hand out of the first half and really shot themselves in the foot when Shavar Thomas took down Omar Cummings.
And led to the penalty kick goal by Connor Casey that made it 4-0 for Colorado right at the end of the first half. And the final nail. The Rapids then just coasted through the second half. Down the 89th minute. Clark Cummings still with some pace. Bornstein marking, and then the ball stripped away. Omar Cummings looks to have just about as much pace now at the end of the second half as he did during the early part of the first half.
So Pavel's goal is the 26 seconds into the game, the 6th fastest goal in MLS history. Wow. That's pretty fast.
26 seconds.
Debuting as a keeper and getting scored on 26 seconds.
I know.
Wow.
Tough one for
yeah, it's a rough
Parker.
Yeah, you know what? You can't blame him. It's really been rough for Chivas USA all around. This will be their 5th straight loss, and you look at it and you say, could he have done much with that? No. He couldn't have done much with that great shot from that corner. Second goal, the same thing. I mean, gets chipped. Maybe the footwork was a little slow. Great goal. I like to give the goal from that angle. Great goal from there. And the penalty kick, what's he going to do about the ball that goes across the 6 for Omar Cummings? I mean, there really is, you look at it and you say, the poor guy, I mean, really took the brunt of a lot of bad defending tonight.
The Rapids capitalizing. There will be no added time, so just about 15 seconds left in this match. Matt Pickens, of this 3-game homestand, second clean sheet for him. The Rapids with a great first half. They get to 30 points, and they've got sole possession of 4th place. They get the win, 4-0. Omar Cummings, 3 assists in that first half.
By far the best half I've seen Colorado play this year. Great 45 minutes. They really took it to Chivas USA, put them on their heels 26 seconds in. Then 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes later, Connor Casey gets on the board and consistently got on 2 more times. So you know what? You say this is the best 45 minutes I've seen Colorado play, and now they're going to have to find a way to duplicate this. That kind of energy and that style of soccer, which was north to south, not east to west of the field, and I think that's what made him so dangerous tonight.
And without question, the key, having Casey and Cummings playing together.
100%, 100%.
All right, we'll be back. Much to do with post-game coverage. Connor Casey led the way with 3 goals tonight. And the Rapids get a 4-0 win. We'll have more in just a moment on Altitude.
Por los que saben que la esposa se va a poner igual a la suegra y no se rajan. Por los que andan en la lucha. Por el papá de los pollitos. Por los que se van de su casa para darles un hogar. Por los que no vienen porque pueden, sino porque pueden, vienen. Por los que no se conforman con cualquier cervecita. Tecate, con carácter.
Join Scott Hastings each week to learn how to play some of the Front Range's most scenic and challenging golf courses. Golf at Altitude, Tuesdays at 8, only on Altitude.
I'm a Rockies fan. We're a Rockies fan.
I'm a Rockies fan.
We're Rockies fans.
We hold the key. We always buckle up. Buckle up.
Buckle up.
Every trip.
Every time.
Every trip.
Every time.
Responsibility.
Responsibility.
Responsibility has its rewards.
Go Rockies!
Go Rockies!
Go Rockies!
Go Rockies!
Go Rockies!
Do you know who's who in the world of hate? We do. The Anti-Defamation League knows the extremist groups and their activities. We work within your community to keep you aware and protected. But we need your voice and your help. For more information on how you can help in the fight against hate, visit www.adl.org.
Altitude's offering up front row tickets and backstage passes to some of the hottest acts on the local music scene. On stage, all summer, only on Altitude.
The Colorado Rapids on Altitude, brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods, a proud partner of the Colorado Rapids. Remember, every season starts at Dick's. And by the Radisson Hotel Denver Stapleton. Stay your own way with the exclusive Sleep Number bed. Rapids with a very, very impressive 4-0 win over Chivas USA. And the Rapids in a showdown against Chivas USA. Both teams came in tied for 4th in the West with 27 points. And clearly, Colorado was the better team tonight.
By far. Yeah. By far. They really did come out. They took it to them, and I think I like this, the fact that they were aggressive today. They went forward. The ball was moving faster. They took chances, and they saw that Chivas was playing a flat 4, and they got in behind him with Omar Cummings. And I think the benefactor was, you're looking at Connor Casey.
And with that being said, we have our men of the match, and you have to put the two together.
You really do. Here's the person. Look at this ball. Omar Cummings flicks it, just catches the defense off guard, and look at this great, delicate touch over the top of Parker. Really was a fantastic night. Here comes the second one. Thank you very much. really plays it across. Parker has no chance. And the final one in the 45th minute. Look at Omar Cummings. One mistake right there, never let the ball bounce. Two, defender gets in behind, you take him down, and what does he do? Shifts it over the top of the goalkeeper, and that completes his hat trick for the night.
And he certainly wants that golden boot, I think. With added 3 more goals in this match, he's with our own Peter Ruckgate.
Very much, Mike, with Connor Casey. 3 goals on the night. The PK, you made it look easy, but talk about the first 2 goals.
Let's see, the first one, saw him off his line a little bit and was able to get it over him. Second one, Omar did all the work, slid it across, and just really a tap-in for him, That one's really, goes to his work. And the third one, too, really pulled away a PK, so it's unfortunate he couldn't get a goal on the night because, it really created a lot for us tonight.
Give me your assessment of Omar's work here tonight. 3 assists. He played fantastic.
Yeah, awesome. Like I said, it's too bad he didn't get one for himself, but it was great work. It's great to be back on the field with him. We haven't really had a chance to play together in a bit, us being both away and injuries and whatnot. So it was nice to have a good performance.
One last question for you. You got called up to the U.S. national team. You're going to Azteca Stadium next week. It's been a graveyard for the United States. How do you turn that around?
I don't know. I think we definitely go in there with nothing to lose, having never won there, and definitely try and take something positive away from the game.
Connor, fantastic game. Congratulations. Okay. Connor Casey of the Colorado Rapids, 3 goals here tonight. Mike, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Peter. Still got more to do on our post-game coverage. We'll come back in just a moment. Continue to recap this nice win for the Rapids on altitude.
I love my A&W because I get exactly what I want every time. Oh, wish I'd got that.
Hurry in for our new A&W Texas Toast $5 combos. Try a classic BLT or a hearty bacon mushroom onion milk combo. Your choice, only $5 each. A&W.
My place.
I will break the home run record because I worked hard for it.
I will lead my team and win the World Cup. Together, we can
Look at Matt Reese. Look at the Bruce Arena wants to get out of here with a full 3 points and keep it going. Look at Heats. End-to-end just battling. He and Omar Gonzalez, the rookie.
It's been a fairly hard-fought but clean game, Dave, overall, which is nice to see. Actually, Gonzalez has done a good job in keeping things in check when he had to, dealt out some yellows at the right time, and it's been a good footballing game for a very good crowd here in Gillette Stadium.
But could be down to the final 30 or 40 seconds. Donovan getting it through to Kirovsky. Flag was up. Kirovsky already won tonight. 2-1, the Galaxy on top. New England in a stretch of home games, and this will be extra frustrating for them because they tied last week at home. They want to get 3 points at home, even though they've had a pretty good last month. Throw in for the Revolution. All right, you think Darius Barnes is going to come over and take it because he can at least get into the 6-yard box because this could be it right here.
This has to be it.
Barnes. Phelan is able to head it, but nothing after that. And I mean nothing after that. The LA Galaxy have done it. They've come on the road and defeated the New England Revolution. First time ever they've won a regular season game at Gillette Stadium. Their first win on the road against New England since July of 1999. Let's go to LA and Todd Grisham.
A very entertaining contest from Foxborough, but we're just getting started. Leg 1 of our 3 legs tonight. A triple header. We'll send it up to San Francisco for our San Francisco treat in just a minute. In fact, we're going to have a very special guest. Now, I know that's pretty wide-ranging. I'll narrow it down a little bit for you. He's a former striker that scored a lot of international goals. Who am I talking about? We'll find out. The first ever MLS game from Candlesticks Park is live here tonight.
Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino and Panasonic invite you to experience the hottest resort in Las Vegas. Located in the middle of the Strip, Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino brings the power of Panasonic to the desert. You'll find fine dining, innovative nightlife, A-list entertainment, world-class shopping, and luxury accommodations. It's no wonder the stars can't get enough of the new PH. Planet Hollywood and Panasonic, 2 great brands, 1 ultimate destination. Visit planethollywood.com and book your stay today.
How about a laundry day you can look forward to? Trading up to appliances that work hard and taking advantage of lowered prices that are loaded with freebies, like free delivery and free haul away that are hassle-free. Maybe all that will make those big purchases feel less big. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Save 10% on Energy Star appliances of $3.98 or more from brands like GE, Maytag, and LG.
I will break the home run record because I worked hard for it.
I will lead my team and win the World Cup. Together, we can do anything.
I will win the championship. Winning is my motivation.
The gold medal is mine. Desire is in my blood.
Go ahead. Cut corners.
Forget team.
For me, there is no easy way out.
I'll win with my heart.
Heart.
My heart. Our heart.
Building sportsmanship and dreams for 60 years. Every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods.
With Panasonic Viera, all your passions are enhanced. Plasmas with 600 Hz subfield drive produce crisp images for fast action. An iPod entertainment kit to play the music and videos you love. With VieraCast, bring exciting web entertainment into your living room.